Hello, welcome to the session on MCB, that is miniature circuit breaker. Under circuit protective devices, you have relays, fuses, and MCBs. In the last lecture, you learned about the fuses. Now you are going to learn about this MCB, that is miniature circuit breaker. A miniature circuit breaker automatically switches off electrical circuits during an abnormal condition of the network, means in overload condition as well as faulty condition. Even for the switch or even for the fuse also the same definition. It isolates the circuit or it breaks the circuit during the abnormal condition, that is on overload or a short circuit. During, if at all any electrical fault, the circuit will be broken or circuit will be isolated. Then what is the difference between fuse and this miniature circuit breaker? Here you just note the word automatically switches off the electrical circuit. When it is switched off, it can be easily switched on to resume once that fault is repaired. Once that everything is ready, the circuit can be switched on to continue for normal operation. But for the fuse, once it is broken, that wire is gone, that wire should be replaced. That is the major difference between a fuse and the miniature circuit breaker. It automatically switches off the electrical circuit. It is an electromagnetic device that embodies complete enclosure in a molded insulating material. The complete body of the MCB will be in a insulating, completely covered with the insulating material. It can be manually switched on and off as similar to normal switch if necessary. If the faulty condition occurs, it automatically switch off. Or if you want to do perform or manually switch off or switch on the circuit, that is also possible in MCB. MCB, there are two arrangement of the operation or the two phases of the operation, that is the magnetic tripping and thermal tripping. The tripping of the circuit, it is nothing but switching off of the circuit. That is possible by two ways of the operation of the MCB, that is magnetic tripping and thermal tripping. Here the diagram shown is for the thermal tripping. Whenever a continuous overcurrent flows through the MCB, the bimetallic strip is heated and deflects by bending. See the bimetallic strip here, bimetallic element. Here the wire here shown is nothing but the circuit wire. So to that MCB is connected. So whenever there is a overcurrent flows through it, this bimetallic strip will be heated. Due to that, it is getting deflected, so that you can see the mechanism, the switch mechanism or the contact mechanism here. Already it is in contact with the normal circuit, but due to this bimetal deflection, since it is moving its position, you just see here the trip bar is moving accordingly. The contact is open now, so that the circuit is in off position, or you can say MCB is in off position, thus discontinuing the circuit or discontinuing the supply. So this deflection of the bimetallic strip releases the mechanical latch. As this mechanical latch is attached to the operating mechanism, it causes to open miniature circuit breaker contacts. So another way of operating is nothing but magnetic. Here during the short circuit conditions, the sudden rising of current causes the electromechanical displacement of the plunger associated with the tripping coil or solenoid of the MCB. See the magnetic coil connected to the circuit here. Whenever there is a short circuit due to that overcurrent occurs, due to the strong magnetism, due to the more current, more magnetic field. So strong magnetism, strong magnetic field that displaces this trip bar. It displays the plunger associated with this latch mechanism that is connected to the contact. So you can see here that magnetic attraction or due to the displacement of the trip bar, so causing the contact to open so that MCB will be in the off position. The plunger strikes the trip lever, causing the immediate release of the latch mechanism, consequently open the circuit breaker contacts. Next we'll see electric shock. Everyone knows about the electric shock. So it is nothing but whenever a human body is in a contact with the open electrical means or electrical mains or some electrical point, the body absorbs a shock. The current will flow through the human body. Since the resistance of the human body is very low when compared with all other wiring resistance, the current always tries to select the low resistance path. The current will flow through the human body. That is why the human body may experience the shock. An electric shock occurs when a person comes into contact with an electrical energy source. You can see here the child is playing with the electrical, here the electrical switch is shown or with the plug point. Here it is that the child is trying to switch on or plug in or holding her hand. Sometimes if it is not properly inserted, not properly plugged in, if it touches that opening, there is a possibility of electric shock through this child. Electrical energy flows through a portion of the body causing a shock. In addition, lightning strikes are a natural form of electrical shock. Burns are the most common injury from the electric shock or the lightning strikes. Exposure to electrical energy may result in no injury at all for some people. It depends on how much current flows through them or based on the type of the electrical shock, or may result in sometimes severe damage or sometimes leads to death. Precautions to prevent electric shock. So what are the different steps or the steps to be taken to prevent electrical shock? People who work with electricity should always check that the power is off before working on electrical system. Avoid use of any electrical device near water. This is the common thing, everyone knows that since water is the good conductor of electricity, we should avoid use of water or working with electrical device near water. You should be very careful and do not stand in water when working with the electricity. People should not work on exposed live conductors. When it is exposed or when it is open, the live conductors, we should not touch that live conductors. We should cover all electrical sockets with plastic safety caps so that, like by mistake, touching the electrical wire or electrical supply getting into contact, it is difficult. Replace all worn out cords and wirings, or damaged wiring or damaged cords, all should be replaced immediately. We should not allow the children to play with an electrical cord. All metal parts of the appliances must be earthed. Cover all electrical sockets with plastic safety caps.